Speaking of new talent, Ben McCulloch will be in action. His nickname is the Juicer, so he's got plenty of confidence. We look forward to seeing him against Timothy Nassau from Samoa.
Yes, Ben McCulloch, speaking to his trainer Dave Birchall, tells me he's been sparring with the likes of Danny Green before he retired, done a lot with Anthony Mundine and also with Sakio Bika, so he's sparred with a lot of class fighters. Timothy Nassau would certainly want to be a reasonable class fighter to stand up to McCulloch.
And fight number one, because I know you know a little bit about Ben McCulloch because he's been sparring with you.
Yeah, I've done a few rounds with Benny, and I think that he's very sharp. Hits quite hard without him actually knowing that, because of the sharpness and the speed. So it's going to be see how he goes tonight.
Timothy Nassau. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 70.8 kilos. Also making his professional debut tonight. He's trained by Dave Birchall. He originally hails from Coffs Harbour. He now calls Sydney, Australia home. Here he is, Ben the Juicer Mcculloch.
Touch gloves.
Couple of first-timers stepping out for the first time tonight in the pro ranks, as you mentioned, and as you heard from Anthony Mundine. Ben McCulloch has done a lot of sparring with Anthony Mundine, Danny Green, Sakio Bika, I should say. So there's a wealth of experience there, but this is the real deal when the bell goes now.
Well, certainly is the real deal, but you couldn't get better sparring than that, could you, Paul?
Well, you can really see, because considering the lack of experience that Ben McCulloch has, I've never seen a guy so relaxed in there.
Very relaxed and looks poised, and started with a beautiful left jab here.
We'll get a right hook from Nassau to start proceeding.
Oh, he's gone. It's all over.
Right. He's landed a beauty with the right, goes open with the ribs.
It's all
Looks
over.
to finish him off with the opening 30 seconds if he possibly can.
He'll
and
finish
Ben
him.
McCulloch is now going to town on Nassau.
We haven't had a chance to talk much about Ben McCulloch, who is a vegetarian, a hippie, and a peace lover. He doesn't look like it at the moment, does he? He's certainly giving Nassau a beating here, but Nassau is showing some guts to come back from that early barrage and still having a go, because he was in Disneyland.
Caught with a solid overhand right, Barry.
Yes, he certainly was, and it's going to happen again, and here it is. Oh,
He's got him again.
Oh, is he going to stop it? He's going to put an 8 count on him.
2,
Nassau outclassed here in the opening minute or so.
5.
He doesn't know where he is.
Had enough. He's had enough.
He's
Had enough.
No, he's had enough.
Just over 70 seconds into the opening round, and Ben McCulloch has started his pro career with a victory over Timothy Nassau from Samoa. And we didn't really get enough of a chance to have a good look at Ben McCulloch, but in a very short 60 seconds, I was impressed with what I saw, and in particular the right.
Very impressed, very poised, very calm, pinpoint puncher, really looked the goods, Paul.
Very relaxed for a young kid that hasn't got a whole lot of professional experience, showing good, like you said, Barry, good poise, good power, good ring craft.
Yes.
Putting it all together. I'd love to see him fight obviously a better qualified opponent. And obviously with those better qualified opponents, it really brings out the best in fighters.
Oh, we're going to see a lot of Ben McCulloch.
We are. Dave Birchall, his trainer, speaking to him just before the fight, he said, this bloke goes pretty good. It doesn't matter. We said, what about the opposition? Timothy Nassau, do you know too much about him? He said, doesn't really matter. He said he's not afraid of fighting anybody. He would fight anybody. What he's got to try and do is get the pro bouts now and get his career underway, and just... it's not always easy to do. It's a funny game, the fight game, Paul.
It is.
Sure is, and he won't find it easy to find opponents after that, I'll tell you.
That's right.
It's certainly very impressive in his pro debut, and you know that's evidence of that great sparring.
It is, with Danny Green, Sakio Bika, Anthony Mundine. We'll go up to the ring and say hello to Matty Campbell again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was short and sweet. The bout was stopped after 1 minute and 10 seconds of the opening round, and the winner by TKO from the blue corner, Ben the Juicer Mcculloch. Ben, while I've got you, mate, we only got 70 seconds, so we don't really know a lot about you, so we've still got a bit more to see.
Okay, well, first of all, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but all thanks to God. So I did this through him. Thanks to my parents and my family from Coffs Harbour for making the trek. Gemma Jams for making it, all the guys. Morgs, Yanks, Slick Rick, Joe, Hussey, everybody. Juicy and Birch, the best corner team in the world. Thanks to Birch especially for all the hours he puts in. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Mate, you got a lot of confidence for the first time in the ring. You really enjoyed just getting out here under the big lights.
Well, I train hard, you know, so this is what I do. This is what I want to do. I'm going to go a long way, so yeah, I got all the confidence in the world.
And the Juicer. Tell me a little bit about why we're calling you the Juicer.
Yeah, I'll give you a little demo. I'll give you a visual physically. You squeeze the life out of the opponent, much the same way you ground up your morning breakfast juice.
You're a good man, and boxing needs more people like you. Well done. Only short, but plenty more to come. We look forward to seeing you again.
Definitely. Thanks again, mate.
Well done, Ben. Ben Mcculloch, ladies and gentlemen.
I like the boy. I like him.
What an exciting guy, Terry.
What a character.
He looks fit. He looks awfully fit. You can see all that sparring he's done is paid off. As you mentioned, he's passive. He's a vegetarian. He's a bit of a hippie. He's got the cheer squad from Coffs Harbour down here. He's now living in Bondi. I think he's working on the door at the Clovelly Hotel. I'd be behaving myself at the Clovelly Hotel after that display.
Great to see. He's the sort of shining light of boxing. He's exactly what boxing needs, and sure we'll be hearing a lot more of him.
What do you make of this, Paul? The Juicer.
It's got all the analogies down, you know. It's squeezing the life out of your opponent.
Yeah, didn't you like that?
Hey, listen, the guy can fight.
Yeah, can he
you know,
ever?
and that's the exciting thing about this this young fellow. Like he gets in there, he does the job, and he's got an exciting personality to boot.
I want to find out how he can get to 26 years of age and not really have a pro fight yet.
Yeah, well, I think he was an Australian amateur champion with the league, so he's got a bit of amateur experience. It's obviously something that he's always wanted to do, and 26 is still relatively young. I mean, Anthony Mundine didn't turn professional until he turned 26. So, you know, he's got the prime of his life ahead of him, and he certainly looked good.
Yep, he won that national title in the amateurs in the middleweight division, but he looks to have an exciting future ahead of him. The 26-year-old, originally from Coffs Harbour in Ben Mcculloch. Yes, we've just had confirmation. They came over the camp and said, we told you he could fight, and now we know that he obviously can fight, Barry.
He
Michael.
sure can. Ben Mcculloch, you know, great for the fight game. He's exciting, he's literate, he's peace-loving, and he can fight like hell. You know, you wouldn't want to upset him, would you?
And he likes to squeeze the life out of his opponents.